At the end of your first term, what is going to be different in the relationship the Buncombe County Sheriff's Office has with people in Black and Latinx communities?
Obviously, I can only hope that it would be much, much better. I can tell you that this is something that we will work hard on. I will commit to that to make sure that we do all that's necessary in regards to training, outreach, awareness, conversation to make sure that this does occur. I can only have the vision down the road to see that we can do much better. And again, with your sheriff and what we do with the county as large as we do, it's very difficult sometimes to make just impacts into the community. But we are out there. We do want to do better. We see that the need to do better. We want to build that trust. We want to make sure that's a two-sided conversation and that we're out there. And I can tell you, I will always be open. And again, I have received training that has definitely left me a better person for it in regards to some of the issues that are out here. And I can assure you that will be something we'll continue to do at the Sheriff's Office from the top all the way down to the line level.
I'd like to see the Sheriff's Department change in the first year, be 100% better than what it is now. So by the time we get to the fourth year, it should be 400% better. It needs to grow that much each year. It needs to change that much each year. We need to bring the people in the community into the Sheriff's Department to openly discuss and have that one-on-one meaningful conversation about what's going on in their communities and in their county. I've reached out to somebody to come into the Sheriff's Office to teach racial equality to everyone at the Sheriff's Office so we can begin that process. And I want to do that from day one. So I would like to see our Sheriff's Department in 4 years be 400% better than what it is now. And it's going to take everybody in this room, it's going to take everybody in the city of Asheville, it's going to take everybody from Sandy Mush to Broad River, from Barnardsville to the Upper Hominies to come together, discuss what the issues are, figure a way to fix those issues, figure a way to come out and improve things between the Sheriff's Department and our community. Because right now we're worlds apart and we've got to come together. And the only way we can do that is by open communication and figuring out how to fix things. Thank you.
I'll start off with a quote from Buncombe, Flogger. One day there'll be no more black and white, and soon we'll all see gray. You walk around like a hillbilly like this, I can reach hillbillies like me. But also, you will find me on a regular basis out there playing ball with my brothers of all color. In the Marine Corps, we only have one color. That's the first thing our drill instructor teaches. Forget all those high school notations and everything that you've been taught, because as of right now, you're in the real world and lives depend on it. You're here to sail. The only color you're supposed to see is green, because that's what we are, green and amphibious assault machines, because that's the color of our uniform, and how to recognize friendly uniforms and those that we're supposed to reach out and help. And just a little side note as far as the weaponage and how we teach and stuff like that, we didn't win Iraq with guns and bombs. We won Iraq with candy bars and teddy bears when we started teaching our kids that we weren't the bad guys. And that's the biggest problem that we have with law enforcement and even with the SRO questions like y'all mentioned. And as far as how you reach out and break those barriers, you gotta all live as one, you know? If you're not around black people on a regular basis, then go be around them. You can go down the YMCA. We're all multifaceted and multicolored. And all the rednecks that I ran around growing up with, you know, they see a guy like me out there and they come join us. And that's exactly where my officers are going to be. They're going to be out there in the community. Like I said, guys, take off the suits, get out there and meet the people and be part of us. And that's right there is how we will grow as a society.
I'm not going to wait to the end of my administration, the first 4 years. I'm not going to wait after the first year. I plan on going in day one and start building trust on day one. How am I going to do that? I'm going to literally change the face of the Buncombe County Sheriff's Office. I plan on going in day one, increasing diversity among the command staff and the leadership of the Sheriff's Office. I have commitments from folks from the African American communities, Latinx communities, and LGBTQ communities in order to put folks in command staff and leadership positions. People who live in our communities They want to see people who look like them in those leadership roles. That's how we're going to build the trust. Also, when it comes time to recruit folks for the line level positions in our sheriff's office, again, we're going to be able to increase our recruitment because they see people in leadership roles and they're going to think and know that they have the ability to advance. Again, we're going to start day one, we're going to change the face. Thank you.
Thank you. I spoke about this last night. Before I ran for sheriff, I got commitments from several people to be part of my staff. People that I trust, people I knew were qualified, people that I knew would do a great job and had their ethics and their morals. And then I said, I got their commitment, then I went to church, and I told them I let them know Monday, and I had peace in my heart that I'm to run. And I can guarantee you and tell you, when I become sheriff, if I become sheriff, that I will have the first female deputy chief, I will have the first female captain, and I'll have the first minority captain in the Buncombe County Sheriff Department. And I can guarantee you that. I've done got the commitment for that. And so that's what we've got to do. We've got to do, another thing I would like to do, and this would be up to the county commissioners and the county, I'd like to move the sheriff's office out from downtown. To go see the sheriff, you have to come downtown. You've got to try to find a place to park. Then you got to go take everything out of your pockets, put it in there, walk through things, get beached, and I want a sheriff department somewhere where you can drive up and you can come in and see the sheriff. I want to be more accessible to the community. People from Barnersville or from wherever or from Asheville, you can drive up to the sheriff department and come right in the front door and talk to people. That's what I want to see. The other thing that we need to do, we've got to get the politics out of the sheriff's office. Politics is there. You can't have the sheriff department that's biased, out endorsing candidates. If I'm elected sheriff, I would have none of my employees, none of my deputies, and I decide to run again to make donations to my campaign or their families. If you're a sheriff, you can't pick and choose when you're going to be biased or unbiased. You got to be unbiased all the time. We've got to get the politics out of the sheriff's office. Thank you.
We must change the mindset of the sheriff's office from that of a warrior to that of a guardian, from being intimidators to being protectors, and get out of the mindset of us versus them to a community of we. In the first year, my plan is simple. We want to make it our office, not mine, it's ours. So with your help, not only voting, but we still got to make the step, and it's time. It's time for us to do something different. And I think it's time that we all be in part and be included in the decisions that are made. Be at the table when we spend the money. Be at the table when we make decisions. And that's what I'm gonna bring to the sheriff's office.